Everybody, this is Dominic, and in this video I'm going to show you something that I think is pretty cool. In one of my previous videos I talked about utilizing Google Slides as a place for students to collaborate. And you can do a lot of great stuff with just utilizing images and text within Google Slides. But what about video? How could we utilize video in a creative way with Google Slides? Well, I'm going to show you something that I discovered, a combination of utilizing Google Slides and Imager, the service provided online for Imager of taking videos and turning them into images. And, well, let me show you what I'm talking about. So, first of all, if you're not already familiar, Imager is an image hosting service. And they have a number of cool tools, and one of them is this tool, their video to GIF tool. And essentially it allows you to take a clip from a video and turn it into an animated GIF. And so, first of all, to get to this tool, you're going to go to imager.com/vidgif. Okay. And then it asks you to paste in a video URL. Now, thus far, I've found that YouTube videos are the best way to go. I'm not sure if other video services will also work with this, but YouTube videos do work pretty well. So, let me go over to YouTube, and I've got this video here from Boston Dynamics of them demonstrating one of their robots that they've put together. And I'm going to grab the link to this YouTube video and go back over to Imager and put that video link here. And we'll give it a minute to think. And now here is the YouTube video in Imager. Now, down below here, I've got this control here where I can actually tell it where I want to snip out a piece of this video. You can only snip, I believe, up to 15 seconds. I think that's the maximum. But you click on the little timeline here and choose where you want to begin, and you can always move it around if you want to. And then you're going to drag out where you want it to end. So maybe I'll take this demonstration that they're doing here at the TED Talks. Okay, so I've got my clip from beginning to end. I chose a 15 seconds worth of this clip. Okay, I'm going to click on Create GIF, and it's going to take that video, that clip of that video, and convert it into an animated GIF. Okay, and once it's done, here it is. So now I can take this clip. If I go up here to the little drop-down arrow here, I can click Download Image. I'm going to click on that, and that's going to download the GIF to my computer. You can see it's 16 megabytes. It's pretty big, obviously. Taking a video and putting it into an image format like this, it's going to be a pretty large image. Okay, so now I've got that on my computer. Now, when it comes to putting this into Google Slides, here's what I would recommend. If I go over to Google Slides right now, I could insert this image into Google Slides, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it as the background image, and you'll see why in just a moment. So let me click on background here in Google Slides. I'm going to click on Choose Image. I'm going to actually, I'm just going to grab my image here on my computer and drag it in. We'll let that upload. And click on Done. Now, you'll see that this image, where we started with a YouTube video clip, turned into an image, and now it is the background of this Google slide. Now, the reason I made this a background image is because if I want learners to come in here and look at this clip and maybe do some annotations on top of it of what they see in this clip, I don't want them to accidentally manipulate the image. I want them to be able to add contributions to the Google slideshow while keeping the image intact. And you can see if it's a background image, if I click on it, I can't delete the image. I can't edit the image. I'd have to go into the background settings in order to mess with the image. So from here, what I could do is I might draw a box on top of this and let's see, I'm going to grab the arrow tool here. And I'm going to grab a little hook point here in the box. And I'm going to drag it out. And let's point it right here where it's at the soda can. And I might say, explain what you notice about this object. Okay, and I'll move that to the top of the box, make the text a little bit smaller. And now my students are able to jump in here and they're able to type in their contributions by analyzing this image. Now, I just took a random video online as an example of how you can accomplish this. But let me show you a few other learning activities that I put together beforehand where this could actually be a very cool tool to take advantage of. So if I go over to my other Google Slide template here, I've got some other examples. So here's an example of a welding technique that's being used. And we can see that we can watch the video over here on the right, and on the left-hand side, the students have some boxes where they can describe the welding technique, what are the benefits of this technique, what equipment is required. And so it's a very interesting way of combining video along with text entry in this kind of a format. Here's another example. This one might be for our dental hygiene students. Describe the position of each hand and their role in this procedure. And we have the right hand and left hand labeled. And the students could actually look at the way in which this person is using their hands in this video clip and have their descriptions right alongside the actual video. Here's another example. This is from one of my demonstrations of our learning glass technology here at CVTC. And in this example, I had these annotations here of where the students are asked to point out some of the things that this instructor could have done better with their presentation. So the combination of video with text and images is all possible within Google Slides, a presentation tool. It's an interesting way to utilize it, but I'm hoping that you see some of the potential of utilizing a technology like Google Slides. There are so many things that you can do and so many different learning activities that you could put together. So check out Imager's video to GIF tool and start thinking about some ways that you might apply it in your learning context. Thanks for watching.